And we are live. Wasn't quite sure because I did something for somebody and it did not work well. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming by. I was fiddling around with StreamYard and got kind of working. Probably not going to be doing anything till tomorrow off of it. But a lot of you guys had commented that you saw me popping in and out of live stream, and that's what I was doing. I was testing some stuff, and yeah, it kind of worked. It will be really neat if, well, when we get everything, all the kinks worked out of it. So, and it was, I started out doing it, and it was pretty intuitive, and then it got odd, and then I started downloading videos and to tutorials to set it up. And turns out there's a waiting period, 24 to 48 hours. So, regardless of what I did or didn't do, nothing till maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, but that's about it. Hoping you guys are okay. Had to do a little bit of stuff out of town. You can see in the background, I am in the hotel room. I have a suite. Not because I'm uppity, it's just because I'm in a different hotel. I got tired of people knocking on my door at the other place, and it was getting a little bit sketchy. Hello, Anna M. Schnitzer. Thank you for coming by. And you're here. We've been waiting on you. What took you so long? Okay, I pronounced it correctly. I'm glad. But thank you for coming by. I don't recognize you. This is kind of like an outdoor country living, just kind of sitting around gabbing and talking. I try to keep them a little uh, keep them a little bit laid back. Uh, yes, thank you. Yes, Doc, I could actually do a motel room review. This is really nice. Country Inn and Suites. Um, the suites is kind of vague. I am feeling not as sharp. I drove for hours and I came in, but I know how to keep myself sharp though. You've been subscribed with the bell run. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Um, but we're just hanging out. I apologize. I was hoping we would get SteamYard going up where I could pull a couple of you people onto here and we could all sit and do some little video chatting. But away she goes. It was not meant to be. Although I got 2 videos loading in queue, so there'll be a couple of more videos coming up tonight. So I guess we will do shooter's choice. What you guys want to talk about tonight? Pick your targets. Yes, sir, Doc. They're not cheap. Now, this is provided for me ultimately by work, and this is Country Inn and Suites in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I want to say it was $300 for 3 days. This is a nice hotel, but it's not super duper. The really super duper ones. I have found one in downtown Chattanooga that has a kitchen, so it's an honest to goodness suite. So I'll be able to do some cooking. Oh, is it? Okay. I was staying at places that were $55 a night. So to me, this is kind of high rent. But like I said, people aren't knocking on my door. That was happening, you know. Hey, baby, you want a good time? No, not really. I just want to go back to bed, ma'am. Thank you, though. You have a good evening. Do you have any cigarettes? No, ma'am. I don't. I don't smoke cigarettes. Thank you, though. You have a good evening. That was the kind of thing. That's where it got to, and it that area had just kind of gotten down a little bit. 67 a night. Uh, no, my discount is 147. That gum. Days Inn. Yes, ma'am. I Days Inn. I frequent them, um, depending on location. But yeah, I like Days Inn. It's not a whole lot to it. It's pretty straightforward. You got your room, and you got your desk and all the little stuff, and yeah, and that's about all you need, really. I mean, this is you could entertain in this thing, but it's okay. I like to do my cooking and the cooking videos, and I just didn't want to stand outside all night. So I have found a place, or the Hooch found me a place off of 75 up here in Chattanooga, and it's about the same price. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. They were close to some truck stops and or some of those big old super duper gas stations, with everything. And so, people would try to come visit you. Hey, hey, you need anything? No, ma'am. No, ma'am, I don't. You have a good evening. You know, yes, lot lizards. Absolutely. God bless them because somebody needs to. But, you know, if, yeah, pretty much. But my luck, I just, no, no. And I always try to be nice and polite to them anyway, because that kind of life is a hard life. And I have bought lunches for my share of lot lizards just to, it's okay, ma'am. You just, let's get you a sandwich and a drink. How about that? So yeah, it's, it is sad. And one of the things I've noticed I've been coming up here for 3 years now, on and off, staying in this general area in Lookout Valley. And there are a lot more homeless people here now. I think I might have lost a feed or a signal. Um, can't really tell. I think it's okay. Just somebody let me know if I'm talking to anybody. Oh, I think it popped back up. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Um, so it's not a bad area, but there is an increase, and it's just the way everything is going because of just the economy and everything. So you get a lot more homeless people. They had to recently knock down one of the little homeless camps, which you always feel bad for. Yeah, Doc, and it's getting worse. You remember the videos that I was doing while I would go hiking behind the hotel room, go up to the old water tower, and hey, Marvin. Marvin, thank you for your suggestions. I'm on the waiting period now for 24 hours, so maybe we'll be doing some uh, StreamYard, which I don't know, but it got to the point when I was doing the hiking between the bears and the homeless people. It was like, this just isn't really fun because yeah, there were black bears up, well, on either side of the interstate. And so between that, it was just like, I just don't want to do it. on the way to KC, Kansas City. Monte Eagle is always a thrill. I'll have to look that up. I don't know offhand what Monte Eagle is. Um, Mount Eagle. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's a nice. Is that the one that's on the very top and it has the house that looks like a big old a big old lighthouse? I bet you that is. It is very pretty drive. It is very pretty. Sometimes I drive that way. Okay. Um, but yeah, it's pretty nice up here. Honestly, if I had my way, I would live up here. Um, Tennessee, not Chattanooga. Maybe I'd live further north in Tennessee. Um, just way out in the woods and the sticks. But land in Tennessee's gotten kind of pricey too. It ain't like it's cheap no more. Yes, emergency runoffs for truckers going down. Yes, ma'am. Um, but I don't think anything's cheap anymore. Uh, yeah, yeah, Marvin, they are. And Marvin just posted if y'all hadn't read. You and I believe the homeless people of that area of that are in the area that I work out of. They're everywhere. Yes, they are. I go to Walmart and grab some groceries and something like that, and or go up there to go, to the Chinese buffet or something like that. And there are 15 out there with backpacks and the sleeping bags, and they don't bother me or bother anybody. They might bother somebody else, but they don't bother me. And it is regrettable. And I was talking to one of the guys at the plant, and he said they're actually building every one of them little bitty homeless houses, which is good in a way and which is bad in a way. And he said that is making the homeless really come up into the Chattanooga area. And I don't know. I don't know the politics of this area or the demographics. I feel bad for people who don't have a home and who are like that. I feel bad for them. I do. Um, but you can only do so much. Uh, really good biscuits and gravy. Anna, I am afraid not. I guess we have some of the more hardy ones because they stay. I, I see them with regularity uh, here in Chattanooga, and then back when I'm at home in Lower Alabama, we don't have a whole lot of homeless people. Of course, I'm in a town of 2,000 people. Yes, I was going to say the same thing. You beat me to it. Um, I was going to say there are homeless snowbirds. I would say smokehouse restaurant in Mount Eagle used to be good till it burned down. There would be that kind of. I think everything tastes smoky at that. Of course, it's called the smokehouse. If you call it the smokehouse and it burns down, are you surprised? That's just me. That's just me. I'm asking. Um, but hopefully, we should have everything switched around and squared up. Oh, hang on. I'll disappear for just a second. Be right back. Ah. Sorry, guys. I was making a pot of coffee or making a cup of coffee. I forgot to hit the brew. Um, But I apologize for popping in and popping out. It was over like an hour and a half, and I had people sending me messages saying, "I saw your live stream, but it was only on for a minute." I'm like, "Yeah, I was doing a test run." So we'll see. I don't expect to have a whole bunch of people on here. Just the people here are the only ones that matter. How about that, guys? Where should I stop to eat at? At the top uh, of my next trip up to Mount Eagle. It ain't Mount Eagle, but I'll tell you, in Lookout Valley, there's a little bitty, kind of like a tavern called Fireside Grill. You might see motorcycles in front of it. You might see old trucks. You might see a bunch of golf carts, because that's where all the old people that live around this area, that's where they eat. And it still has the good a homeless guy got hit by a car. He was decapitated. Dang, that's terrible. And you saw that? Uh, no, that's terrible. That's terrible, man. Um, yeah, that's a tough one right there. Um, Dang, that is that's really bad, because you always wonder, did the family ever find out? You know, that kind of stuff. Do they ever know? Um, I don't know. I don't know. Um, while we're talking about traveling and places to eat, what do you guys think would be a safe place to eat? He had mentioned Doc had mentioned the Waffle House and all the other places. Plymouth Horizon, full of skiers, got hit by a logging truck. It's running a record then. Oh wow, yeah, that's terrible. Lakeland, Florida. I don't know that. I don't know that area. Um, I don't know if I've ever gone past Jackson or Jacksonville, Florida. Excuse me. Um, did you get any of that cooler weather, Anna, while you were down there, or as you were down there, or was it just rain? Because I was talking to Bobby. You guys probably know him, One Day at a Time, and I think he's Jacksonville area, and he said it was just really overcast and rain. Uh, Paducah. Wow. Yeah, I left Alabama about 9:30 this morning. It was 50-ish. And I actually put the window unit back in the bedroom, um, because, yeah, exactly. I put the window unit in our bedroom. We have central heat and air, but the central air is such a dinosaur, it's cheaper to run a window unit. And so I stuck a window unit in last night, and we slept with it on, and it was like relief. Um, yeah, because there ain't nothing worse than sweating in bed if you're not doing nothing. I'll preface it by saying that we're all adults here, so I can say that. But yeah, it was just so humid and warm last night. We ran the windy unit all night long, pretty much. Hey, Luna Betta, you finally made it. How about that? See, I figured you would. You had commented earlier, Luna. I was testing StreamYard to try to get on, and so I was bouncing on and off. I don't know why, but it kept bouncing my signal on and off. So that's what was going on for about 45 minutes. So hopefully I'll have it set up to where tentatively I can click on people, and if they are receptive, they can get on and talk. So we'll see. But right now we're just kind of talking and hashing over everything. How's the weather where you are, Luna? Oh, okay, Doc. Huh. So you need an external? Oh, dang, you must be up a little further north, Luna. Um, yeah, I've actually, it's just, it is an unusual winter. I guess we're still in winter because it doesn't feel like it. I guess we're in an unusual winter, but um, well, I hope your heating works as well. Luna. Does it just have a low cycle rate, Doc Falcon? Your laptop? I've got one that's a dinosaur. I had Windows 97. This is an upgrade because the other speaker wouldn't work, or speakers. It just wouldn't work. So this one is actually working pretty good. I feel bad because I'm not using it for work. I just use it to goof off on. Don't tell my boss though. Um, but I hope that's great. Yeah, nothing like rain. Um, Dadgummit. After the ice, this was how January went for me. Normally, the first 4 days of January or the first 4 days of the month, I take off um, because I usually have a lot of stuff to do around the house. And so, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, I got no. You might ask the Broken Nomad. He is an IT. That's what he does for a living. He does BAT and IT security roundabout. So he could, you know, do whatever. But after the first 4 days of the month, I start my work month. And the fifth day, I came down with flu A, I think it was. So, of course, I was sick for a week. Shauna, my wife, the hooch, she went out of town to the church retreat. And I laid on the bed, or not the bed, I laid on the sofa for 5 days, just throwing logs in the fire, just keeping the place warm. And, but yeah, ask ask Kevin or Broken Nomad. He might be on here. He's having some health problems. He's not feeling real good. But check with him. And so after that, we had that freeze, and I didn't work for 5 days after that. And then we had the rain, and while I can get wet while I'm checking this equipment, the computers and everything are pretty sensitive, so I can't get them that wet. So I've been behind the 8 ball, and this past week was a pain in the freaking butt, because every time I went out to this one plant, it would rain, and so I'd drive home soaking wet, so wet that you steam up the interior windows while you're driving back. Way it is. Of pneumonia. Dang, doc. Take care of that, because it could become a booker. Did they give you any antibiotics or do any kind of breathing treatment, steroid, or anything like that? You probably got worms. You probably got worms. Well, guys, we are approaching close to 30 minutes. And I try not to keep you guys too long. I know it's a Friday and we can all go out and act crazy, but I still got work to do. I still hadn't eaten yet. So I may do a video on that. You'll see the video, the one I just released a little bit ago. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming by. I really appreciate it. It always makes me happy and makes me smile when I see all of you guys coming by wanting to hang out and us just chatting. Whether we do an informal setting or do something more formalized and everything, and we all talk blah, 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 like we know what we're talking about. But I really appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out. And we'll keep doing this. May have to restructure it a little bit on the weekends, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll be out of town till Wednesday, so I'll probably be doing one of these every night. You will actually post a link so people can come join you. Thank you, Luna Betta. I appreciate that. Now, Marvin says, I will actually post a link. So, oh yeah, when you're talking about SteamYard. Yes, I saw that. You copy it and you paste it either in the comments, like I'll do a bunch of P's, like in that below, or I can selectively send it to people. Yes, I got that much. That's about all I got. So, all right, guys, you have a good evening. Anna, Luna, Doc, Marvin. I think that's all that's left on here. Yep, I believe that is correct. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. And y'all be safe. This weather is crazy. So, see you, Luna. Y'all have a good evening. Take it easy.